Maya, long time no see. How have you been? Sorry to interrupt, but who am I talking to right now? Huh? It's Lillian, your mother. You can't have forgotten me. Well, it's been 6 years since I last reached out, though. I'm sorry, but I think you have the wrong person, so goodbye. Hold on a second. Do you think this is some kind of prank? I'm Lillian, your mother who raised you. Could you stop joking around? I don't have a mother, so you must be someone I don't know. Seriously, you're still as cold as ever. Well, whatever. I heard you married a doctor. Huh? How do you know that? I know my daughter got married, of course. You really hit the jackpot. Now send me $10,000 every month. Excuse me? If your husband's a doctor, sending your mom $10,000 a month shouldn't be a big deal, right? Well, if you don't send me $10,000, I'll tell your husband about your debt. I doubt a rich guy like him would marry a woman with debt that easily. And you've been ugly since the day you were born. How did you manage to trick such a great guy? It's a real mystery. Hey, have you ever looked in the mirror? How could you fool a doctor with that face? Did you use some kind of trick? Plus, you've always been clumsy and slow. Back in elementary school, the whole class used to make fun of you, right? I remember it well. It still makes me laugh. There's no way a rich guy would fall for someone with debt, who's ugly and clumsy. So you must have tricked him into marrying you, right? I can see right through you. So, if you don't want him to find out about your debt, send me $10,000 a month. It's common sense for a daughter to support her parents. That's just how the world works. Well, I'm not your daughter, though. Huh? I told you, I have no one I can call mother. What are you talking about? I'm giving you the chance to make up for the past 6 years by being a good daughter now. Goodbye. Oh, by the way, I've already tracked down where your husband works. If you refuse my offer, I can tell him all about the debt you've been hiding. So make sure you send me $10,000 by the end of this week. I'll send you my account number later, so deposit it there. Got it? Hey, Joshua, do you have a moment? Sorry if you're still at work. No worries. I just finished work and I'm heading home. What's up? It might be an emergency. What? I got a message from her. You mean her? Yeah, the woman who used to be our mother. She suddenly texted me and I was shocked. 6 years ago, she vanished with her lover, leaving her debt behind without ever contacting us. Why now? She must have heard about my marriage from someone. What? We made sure to ask all our relatives and any friends we could think of not to tell her about your wedding. I bet she heard it from that overly sympathetic aunt. Oh, the one who's always saying, your family, so you should forgive everything with an open heart and get along. Exactly. She's always preaching about how forgiveness is so important, but she doesn't get that it's not so easy to forgive in this situation. Yeah, no matter what terrible things happen, she keeps pushing that we should get along just because we're related by blood. It's all ideals with her. And she talks forever. When I was abandoned by her mother, she spent hours lecturing me about how Mom must have had her reasons. I get it, and that tear-filled performance of hers is the worst. She always says, in the end, family accepts everyone. But reality isn't that simple. Exactly. She's just trying to look like the good person in the moment, but it was our mother who abandoned us, not the other way around. Even if we try to avoid her, she keeps digging for information, so it's hard to completely cut her off. But Lillian said something strange. Strange? She's threatening me, saying I have debt, and told me, if you don't want your husband to find out, send me $10,000 a month. What? Maya, do you have debt? Of course not. I'm not like her. Right? For now, I guess we'll wait and see. Hey, maybe we should let the boss know. No matter how this plays out, we'll probably need him to step in at the end. Yeah, I'll reach out to him. Hey! I still haven't received the $10,000 in my account. I told you, didn't I? I said to send me $10,000 by the end of this week. What are you talking about? You promised to give me $10,000 every month. No, I didn't. Huh? You're the one who kept yelling about $10,000, but I never agreed to anything. What are you talking about? You married a doctor who's obviously well paid. $10,000 is just pocket change for you, right? $10,000 isn't pocket change, and I think you're mistaken. My husband is still a resident. A resident? That's right. People tend to think doctors make a lot of money, but residents in particular don't earn that much. In fact, a resident's income is about the same as a regular office worker's. The hours are long, but the pay often doesn't match the workload. But he's still a doctor, right? Even so, he's still at the bottom of the ladder. He's stuck at the hospital from morning till night, and he's constantly on call. Despite all that, his salary is only slightly more than that of a new employee. No way! But doesn't he make at least $200,000 a year? That only happens in TV series and rumors. In reality, making $200,000 a year is impossible until he becomes a specialist with years of experience. As a resident, he's barely getting by with all the work and hardly gets any time off. Really? Is that true? And on top of that, he'll need even more training and study to become a specialist, which means things will get even tougher before he earns more. It'll be a long time before he reaches that level of income. And even if we did have that kind of money, there's no way I'd give a dime to someone like you. What did you just say? How dare you talk to your parent like that? I already told you I'm not your daughter. I'm not giving you a single cent. Maya! Are you okay with me spilling your debt secret? What debt are you talking about? Huh? Goodbye. Oh, I see. So you're fine with me telling your husband everything, huh? You might think I'm bluffing, but unfortunately I'm serious. Oh, look. I found your husband. I'm going to tell him everything right now. Maya, do you have a moment? What's up? Something unexpected happened. What? That woman showed up at my place. Wait, she came to you? We were on guard waiting for her after she threatened to tell my husband about the debt. But why did she go to you? So it seems like she was waiting outside the hospital. She said things like, Maya has a huge debt, a whopping $200,000. She only married you for your money. At this rate, she's going to drain all your earnings. She said all of that with a big smile and then left. What? Wait a minute. Basically, she didn't even realize I was her own son and mistook me for your husband. What? Are you serious? Isn't she a bit young to be losing her mind? Yeah, I know. Since I'm a nurse working at the same hospital as your husband, who's a doctor, she must have gotten confused. Plus, I've changed a lot since 6 years ago, when I was heading straight toward obesity. And now I look completely different since I started working out. That's probably why she didn't recognize me as her son and thought I was someone else. I see. I guess that's what happens when a mother has no real interest in her own kids. So, about what we do next, you've already contacted the boss, right? Oh yeah, they've set aside people who can act at any time. Even if we contact them that day, they'll be ready. Got it. So, the next time Mom contacts you, tell her, My brother managed to get the $10,000 together this time and give her my address along with the specified date and time.
Wait, are you sure about that? Isn't giving her your address risky for the future?
If worst comes to worst, I'll just move. This is where we'll have the boss step in.
Ah, I see.
All right then, let's go with that.
Got it. And she just sent me a message on WhatsApp.
Serves you right. Since you stubbornly refused to give me the $10,000, I just stormed into your husband's workplace and told him everything. He was standing there, completely dumbfounded, but I'm sure he'll be asking for a divorce soon. Too bad, huh? Looks like you're going to get dumped by your rich husband. But that's what you get for not listening to your own mother. Now you'll be stuck in a mountain of debt, crying and screaming for help.
Oh, perfect timing. I was just about to contact you.
Oh, why?
I talked to my brother about the $10,000.
Oh, your brother Joshua, huh?
This time, he managed to come up with the $10,000.
Oh, really? I didn't contact him because I thought he didn't have any money. But I guess he's making enough to hand over that kind of cash, huh? Honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, Joshua was always that chubby, shy kid, right? With a personality like that, I figured he wouldn't have a proper job and would be working part-time by now.
My brother is working just fine.
But how did he come up with that much money? He didn't get involved in something shady, did he? A shy kid who couldn't do anything suddenly coming up with that kind of cash? It's suspicious. But hey, if he's giving me $10,000, I'll gladly take it. Where's Joshua living now?
Do you happen to know of a condo close to the north exit of Central Station?
Oh yeah, sure.
Then go to room 303 tomorrow at 2 p.m. He'll hand over the cash in person.
Sure thing. Now I can just live it up and have fun. Maya, how dare you trick me? I went to the address you gave me, but Joshua wasn't there. Instead, your husband was there waiting with a scary look on his face. What the hell is going on?
That wasn't my husband.
Huh?
That was my brother, Joshua.
What? Joshua? That guy? You're lying. Joshua wasn't some sharp-looking, handsome guy. He was fat, ugly, and looked like someone who'd never get any attention.
How can you speak so horribly about your own son? His appearance has completely changed since 6 years ago, so no wonder you didn't recognize him.
His whole appearance has changed. He looks like a completely different person.
Well, back then, Joshua was overweight, lacked confidence, and was quite shy. But recently, he started getting into sports and has been working out a lot. He started with just light jogging, but eventually that wasn't enough for him, so he joined the boxing gym.
Boxing?
Yes, boxing. At first, it was just to stay in shape, but as he kept hitting the punching bag, he got more and more into it, and now he goes several times a week. On top of that, he's added strength training to his routine, and his body really toned up.
I can't believe it!
He even changed his diet, started taking protein supplements, and built up his muscles. It's hard to believe he used to be chubby, right? As his body changed, he gained confidence, and even his face looks different now.
Then he should have just told me he was my son when I went to the hospital.
Joshua doesn't consider you his mother anymore.
So, your husband doesn't know about the debt yet?
Well, we've discussed everything that happened. And frankly, I don't understand what you're talking about when you mention my debt.
Huh?
I don't have any debt.
What? What are you talking about? The $200,000 I left for you to handle 6 years ago.
Oh, so that's what you meant. You borrowed money from all the relatives while I was in the hospital for a month after my accident, claiming with fake tears that I needed an expensive surgery, when really, it was $200,000 to run away with your lover.
That's right. Looks like you finally understand.
It's despicable. Using your daughter's accident to scam money from people?
Scam? That's a harsh word. I just really needed that money. I had to start a new life with a person I love.
And you abandoned Dad, my brother, and me for that. All the relatives were disgusted with you. They gave that money for me, and I'm still so ashamed about it.
Exactly. They gave it for you. So it's only natural that you should pay it back.
What? I didn't even get a penny from it.
Doesn't matter if you didn't get it. The money I borrowed is practically the same as you borrowing it.
You seem to have a big misunderstanding here. There's no law that says children are responsible for their parents' deaths.
What? No way.
So even after 6 years, the $200,000 still remains your debt.
You've got to be kidding me.
So I called the boss.
What? The boss?
Yes, someone who's helped me out a lot. They should be arriving right about now.
Wait, are you talking about that black van parked in front of the building?
That's the one. Well then, take care.
What? Hey, Maya, I didn't know who you meant by the boss, but you were talking about James, the head of the Johnson Construction Group.
That's right. The employees call the boss all sorts of names like boss, chief, and pops with affection, and I used to call him boss.
How on earth do you know someone like that?
I worked part-time answering phones at the company office when I was a student.
You worked there? At that weird construction company that's always eager to take in troublemakers and educate them?
I think it's a great company. The employees may look intimidating, but they're actually really kind and helpful. Plus, the benefits are fantastic.
Wait, that company?
Yes, they offer health checkups twice a year for employees and their families. There's also a company resort facility that employees and their families can use at a low cost. It's like a resort with everything.
That's surprising.
They also hold a lot of events to bring employees together, like an annual company trip and a barbecue that families can attend. They have events for every season, like summer picnics and sports festivals, so families can enjoy them together.
I didn't know they did that.
Yes, the company really values teamwork and the bond between employees. The boss even visits the sites to encourage the workers, and every employee feels valued. They may look a little intimidating, but they're really warm-hearted people.
But the work is tough, isn't it?
Well, the field work is pretty tough, but how people feel about it depends on the individual, right?
What do you plan to do? Handing me over to the Johnson Construction Group?
Isn't it obvious? You'll be working at the Johnson Construction Group to pay back the entire $200,000 debt, all on your own.
You expect me to pay $200,000 by myself?
Oh, and by the way, the aunt who blabbed about my marriage to you, acting all goody two-shoes, was also turned into the Johnson Construction Group by my uncle, who finally snapped and filed for divorce.
What?
So you two sisters can work together and make a fresh start.
Wait a minute. Oh no! Some big guys are getting out of that van. Maya, help me. I can't do construction work at my age. Maya!
Lillian was taken away in the van by employees of the Johnson Construction Group and sent to one of their bases located outside the state. Given her age, she wasn't assigned to field work, but instead, her main tasks include cleaning the office and washing the dirty work uniforms of the employees after they return from the job sites. However, cleaning the office isn't just a matter of vacuuming and wiping desks. Since it's a construction company, the mud and dust are overwhelming, and even after a whole day, the cleaning never seems to end. As for the laundry, the work uniforms are covered in mud and oil, and regular washing machines aren't enough to get them clean. She has to scrub each piece by hand to remove the stains, making it an exhausting and physically demanding job, leaving her completely worn out every day. By the way, her lover from 6 years ago ran off with another woman and is now nowhere to be found. So even if she were to be released from the Johnson Construction Group, a lonely old age awaits her.